Live from downtown Vancouver at the Vancouver Film School campus, it's time for EP Live. Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. And now we do it live in a live space right here at 390 West Hastings in Vancouver. It's the VFS Cafe. Thank you for coming, everybody. It's fantastic to have you here today. We've got an awesome show for you all today. We've got guests from Hellbent Games. The founder, Chris Mayer, and our old friend, Zoe Flower, have made it down to the space here, and we're going to have them on the show in just a moment. But first, I want to remind you guys that you can come and join our audience if you are in the Vancouver area. You don't have to be going to the Vancouver Film School. The place is open to the public. It's the VFS Cafe at 390 West Hastings. Our new show time is at 4:30 p.m., and we moved it a little bit later so that people could finish up at work, leave half an hour early, and you can come on down and hang out with us. And also the students are also finishing up their classes at around 4 o'clock. So the room should start to fill a little bit more as more and more people know what we're up to and catch on to the cool people that are coming through this space. And we've got lots and lots of good guests waiting in the wings, but we've got a great show for you today. Thank you all for joining us. The Rundown and EP Live is dedicated to Steve Quinlan, who says that anytime I need help on a mission, he's got my back, which is great. Thank you, Steve. Let's get started with your rundown. Captain Marvel might have only been a lukewarm success with critics, including with yours truly, but that hasn't stopped her from becoming a huge hit at the box office. The new superhero adventure opened up to just over $153 million domestically, making it the 7th biggest opening for a Marvel movie, coming in under behemoths like the Avengers films and Black Panther, but well above the debuts of other solo films like Doctor Strange and Ant-Man. Internationally, the film did even better, beating expectations to earn just over $300 million and did particularly well in China, where it had the 3rd biggest opening of all time. This seems to defy conventional wisdom that movies with female leads don't play as well with audiences. Audiences had an average of 55% male and 45% female split, which is normal for superhero movies, and it shows that the vast majority of people don't have a problem with female leads. Of course not. Captain Marvel will return in Avengers Endgame next month. I am not surprised by the success of this movie. I think we were all incredibly curious and excited for the introduction of a character that isn't as well known, especially now, as Captain America and Iron Man and Thor and the Hulk. And I think we all wanted to see who who Nick Fury was calling at the end of Infinity War. Spoilers. And now we've seen that she's incredibly powerful, and we got a great taste of that power at the end of the film. I was a little bit disappointed with the movie. I wanted it to, sort of pack a little bit more of an emotional punch. I think that we get some pretty cool effects at the end of the film. Felt to me like the movie you could split. The opening was kind of like a 6 out of 10, and the end was an 8 out of 10, so I came in at a 7 out of 10. So I was expecting a little bit more, but still, I'm very happy that the movie has done so well and has basically, shut up a lot of the trolls, the misogyny out there that thinks that, we can't have female leads, and lots of people just sort of grasping and trying to paint Brie Larson in all kinds of horrible ways. She's a good actor, a great actor, an Oscar-winning actor, and she was great in the role, but it's time to see her kind of flourish, and that's what Endgame is going to be about. I can't wait for that. Can't wait to see Captain Marvel continue to grow. And, I heard one more thing about Captain Marvel that definitely rings true, and that she felt like sort of like a Phase 1 Marvel movie, equivalent to something like the original Captain America, and I think there's some truth in that. But for people like me who have been with these movies all the way along, we've seen all 21 of the previous films, I just wanted it to not feel like Phase 1. But because it does feel like Phase 1, there's lots of room to grow, and I think that's what's going to happen, especially now that she's proven herself so fiercely. All right, now we don't have too many more days to wait before Days Gone, because it's gone out the door. Sony and developer Bend Studio have announced that their new zombie game has gone gold, meaning that everything is on track for its April 26th release. This has been a long time coming. Days Gone was first announced at E3 2016 and was expected to land in 2017 or 2018, but before being delayed several times, with the development team saying that they would like to take the time that they need to get it right. Players take the role of a biker, played by Sam Witwer, who struggles to survive after a zombie apocalypse, with the game able to show hundreds and hundreds of unique enemies on screen at the same time. hopefully it will be worth the wait. I am very excited about this game. When I played it at the last Sony event that I was at, I thought this is really fun. It speaks to me. I'm a big single-player, story-driven video gamer out there. I like that kind of stuff, those kinds of campaign-based games. They go right into my heart, so I'm excited about that. And Sony Bend has delivered quality game after quality game after quality game. This is their first time that I think they really get to show us what they're made of on the marquee Sony platform, because they've focused on PSP and Vita titles in the past. So I'm psyched to see that, and I'm also incredibly psyched to see Sam Witwer as the face person, in another video game after the Force Unleashed games. I think it's amazing that this guy has become synonymous with leads in video games, and I'm a big fan of his. He's terrific, and he and I are working out when he is going to be on the show again, and he gets up to Vancouver quite often, so you can expect to see Sam Witwer on this stage very soon, probably just as this game is hitting the market, but we'll keep you posted on that. And speaking of long-awaited games, we're still waiting for Shenmue 3, but in the meantime, here's the first good look at it. Deep Silver and developer EaseNet have released a new trailer for the game, which is the first one that features actual gameplay footage. As expected, it's designed to resemble the first two games, which were released on the Dreamcast 20 years ago, so hopefully it doesn't feel too dated. Shenmue 3 has been delayed several times, but it is finally slated to launch this August. Now, I had a chance to dabble a little bit with Shenmue 1 and 2 when they were re-released on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. I thought they were okay. I do remember playing them on the Dreamcast, and I felt like, oh, okay, these are taking a little while to get going. Let's go, come on, let's go. And then you got into QuickTime events, and there's a charm to this stuff for sure. I am not one of those people, though, that has been completely emotionally changed by these titles. So although I am looking forward to jumping into Shenmue 3 and hopefully mining lots of fun out of it, it's not like it's not the biggest event in my life, but I hope the game turns out to be fantastic, especially for those that jumped in on the Kickstarter and they've been waiting for years and years and years for this to finally get made. I think it's one of the best stories in games, the fact that this game did come back to life and Yu Suzuki was given the opportunity to sort of deliver on his vision. I think all of that is phenomenal. So excited for all of you who are very excited about Shenmue 3. It's been almost a year since Ni no Kuni 2 was released, but now players can head back to the Revenant Kingdom. Bandai Namco has unveiled The Tale of a Timeless Tome, the second batch of story DLC for the anime-inspired game. It gives players a new adventure that takes them to a fantastical dream world complete with new characters, weapons, and fighting styles. This is the second of 2 expansions included in the game's Season's Pass, although the developers have yet to reveal exactly how many more expansions we might be getting. The Tale of a Timeless Tome lands next week. I haven't played this game since I reviewed it. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was incredibly accessible. I thought the story was multi-layered and the characters were super cool. The fact that new DLC is out there for it makes me want to jump back into it, but the reality of new games coming out all the time makes me realize that I probably won't be able to get back to it anytime soon. I know one person that is very excited about this, though. That would be Johnny Millennium over at Happy Console Gamer. He loves these types of games, so he's going to be over the moon. Bandai Namco killed it with this game. They've been having a very good run of titles, and this deserved all of the success and all of the adoration that it has received. It's a terrific, terrific franchise.